morning. Here's my pup. Oh, Frankie. We've been busy all morning. Never know when the workers are going to show up. So I got a text a little bit ago saying they're going to be here at noon. So I have been running to try to tidy up the house and do some things that I wanted to do because I just thought they weren't coming. And then I thought they were coming at 9. And then I get a text at 8:30, so I had more time. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to gather up the laundry. I'm going to make a fresh bed. Reorganize this hallway closet, which I keep putting. There's so many things I keep putting off when I'm in waiting. So that brings me to this lesson learned. And what's funny is that when I say enough words, when I talk about enough, I hear myself, remember. I hear the words that help me remember. Okay, Frankie, you're going to go out, but you're not going to go in and out like a child. Oh, child of mine. So I remember it's just been kind of a long time since we can learn a lesson, but do we live the lesson we learned? That's what I was trying to say. So it's easy to say, I have decided not to be a lady in waiting. Well, it has felt like a waiting. Hurry up and wait now for 2 months with this particular crew. And I'm going to tell you, I don't like it. There's a difference between having the anxiety level that feels like waiting, and then there's also the differentiation between that and, did someone put me in a position that I have to wait? Well, I don't like waiting. My MO, my personality, is by the time I know I want something, I want it yesterday. I'm very impatient. So it's been a work in progress for me to get my attitude under control and then to keep it under control. I'm just going to use some of my CeraVe. That's what's in this jar. I like to reuse containers if they'll be handier than the original. Like, I don't like undoing a great big jar. I feel like it contaminates what's inside. Oh, screw it. It's just... So, my blood pressure has gone up. I've been a little short with 1 or 2 of my clients who have not shown up in a way that I was hoping they would. And then they got back on track. But the point was, I could tell I was a little short with them. Maybe more than a little. So I had to apologize, get back on track. Thing is, there's not good excuses for losing one's temper. What is this? Is that another one of those lipsticks? Pretty sure. We're going to see if we like that lipstick. Oh, no, this is a... Oh. Well, we're going to try some different makeup. So I'm sharing this with you because there are a lot of psychotherapists who are too embarrassed to share that sometimes they mess up. Or they'll try to hide it, which is unfortunate because you can't work on something that you won't look at. And to me, that's what life is about. So I've been doing a lot of, so these are a little different. This is a dark brown and this is almost a black brown. See the difference? Wait. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. It's not easy to tell the difference. But to me, a person who doesn't like change, to me it's like, ooh, I'm trying something different. Anyway. Excuse me. So when we're in all my years, I have met in person counselors who have hidden their mistakes. There was one counselor who was really good with the LGBT community and straight people. She didn't have a niche that was tight. She actually had a specialty in addictions and the legal system. But as far as helping people, she knew the magic happened when you could help someone find a way to not be lonely. And she knew how to get people to try different things. My admiration for her was incredible. And we even, in my opinion, started a friendship. We actually went to a couple recovery meetings together. I have such big pores from when I had acne. And some of these wrinkles are pretty deep from smoking. And now that I'm older, I found out that I drink more water if I use a straw. So I'd rather stay hydrated than wrinkle-free. This is a moisturizing conditioner or moisturizing foundation I got from Temu. So anyway, my point is this lovely, lovely therapist who didn't want to talk about her issues or ask for help ended up just disappearing off the face of the earth. Later, they were like, they looked for her, tried to get a hold of her. She wouldn't respond. They went into her office and tried to see if there was some work they needed to, take care of since she wasn't showing up to work. Found out that she had like a 4-foot tall, double stack, triple stack. I don't remember. I just remember seeing a 4-foot and then 2-foot stack because they had already started working through them. But those were all files that she hadn't taken care of. I think it was like 4 foot tall. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was like, you're kidding. You weren't kidding. Wow. And then a couple weeks later, they found out she was working somewhere else, but she just refused to talk about it. It was too bad. I mean, really too bad. Gosh. And just think of all the people she helped with their shame, But she didn't have the guts to look at her own. You'd never be able to tell by meeting with her because she was amazing. It's too bad. Then there was another guy who, this is one of those Timu liquid eyeshadows. See how it works. We'll see. We'll see. That looks ridiculous, right? Anyway, he had supposedly had 16 years sober. Turns out, when he relapsed, people started to wonder what was wrong with his work. And I was fairly new there at the time. Excuse me. And several people said, oh, I don't know if he ever quit drinking. He just keeps collecting a coin and celebrating his birthday every year. It was such a shame. He was an attractive man, too. What a shame. So, he went downhill fast. Dang. And he blamed everything under the sun. Once I confronted him because I really had a crush on him. Robert. Look at this lipstick. This is that one that came in the B. Oh, I'm going to have to reorder some of this. This is my new chapstick. Look how good it matches my inside lip. Pretty well. Feels good. Well, we'll see how it wears throughout the day. Okay, now I need, what is this? Which eyebrow should I try? I'm going to try this one that looks like it's supposed to be gray. We'll see. And so I don't overdo it, I'm going to just dab it off a little bit. Oh, I didn't dab it enough because it is coming off black. I could do that with any mascara. Why can't I see gray? I just see black. So here's the deal. There are a lot of therapists who they just do not, will not, cannot take care of themselves. So when I start feeling this chest tightening, checking my blood pressure and it's high. And there's just, yeah, I don't want my eyebrows that dark. See how this is gonna go. Just hang in there with me. That's just too dark. Well, I guess I just have to go back to using powder eyeshadow because I'm tired of messing around with these gels and pencils. It's just, I'm so pale and my hair is so light that, I don't know, I'm not a drama person when it comes to makeup most of the time. You know what I mean? I want something that can be used, well, maybe I just didn't wipe this wand enough. Let's see this. Okay, I wiped the wand a lot on this layer. Okay, so if there are any counselors out there who see this video and you're wondering, what can I do if I just don't feel mentally, emotionally stable? How hard do I have to fight to hide what I'm going through? You know, the client that I got really impatient with, I apologized to. We ended up working it out. Also, I did tell her. I said I needed to be honest with her that I was going through something, and so my reaction to her relapse caught me off guard because I thought she was firmly in a certain area, and I shouldn't assume that. That's not human to be able to do that. I apologized for my overreaction and told her not only did she have every right to find a different therapist, but she also had every right to, give her opinion to the board of the National Board of Counselors Association. That was up to her. And to my surprise, we also took 2 weeks off. We skipped our next session so that we can both think about how to go forward. So this is how good it was. Ended up is that when we saw each other again in 2 weeks, because I wanted to make sure it was a good fit, that I wasn't getting too involved in her recovery, that I could treat her with the dignity and respect, blah, blah, blah. So she said, when we got together, she goes, I was listening to you and I wanted to take you seriously and really kind of, she goes, but you didn't hurt me. She says, yeah, you maybe overreacted a little bit, but not that much. Oh, what a relief. I do take my reaction seriously, and I don't want to ever be unprofessional. But there are counselors who mess up their life because they're not going to ask for help. You know what is a shame is that guy I was telling you about, not only did he struggle with, we won't even call it a relapse, we'll just call it not being honest about his recovery. He, trying to organize my brushes. Anyway, the workers are here. It's distracting me, sorry. He ended up going through something really horrible. And that was, his daughter was murdered by her boyfriend, who she thought was her boyfriend. It was someone she just met shortly before that. And he weirdly got sober. Life is weird. Life is funny. Sometimes we really do not know what's going to help us find our way And I can tell you, when I saw my blood pressure the other day, I knew I better get my crap under control. So I decided to talk about openly, let you know it's affecting my health. I'm sure that's what it is. Guys just get so worked up, waiting and waiting and waiting. The brain doesn't like those chemicals. It doesn't. It's not healthy. Waiting is not something we're supposed to do. We're only supposed to do that like if we're hunting and we're waiting for the deer to appear. It's not something that humans do as a staple in their behaviors. It's just not. I don't even want to leave my room because they're out there stomping around. But I have some stuff I could do out in the garage. So it was True Confessions today. How do you like them apples? So I'm back to watching my posture, breathing through the nose. Clearing my mind. Stop thought, change thought works for a lot of people. You can Google that. I've talked about it breathlessly. But there's also stop thought, no thought. And that works better for me. Research has also proven that if you can just not think, it does amazing things for the brain. I have put too much imagination, too much wandering imagination in my relationship with these construction workers. For instance, I hear them moving and I think they're doing something I hired them to do, but they've made me pay even more every single day because of how I have to wait and not know their schedule, not know when they're coming, not knowing when they're leaving. And honest to goodness, most days they put in 2 hours, 2.5 hours worth of work. I didn't grow up like that. They're now a month and 10 days over the estimated time it was supposed to take to do this work. And because this is such a novel experience for me, and it's an experience I just don't approve of. I don't approve of people doing that kind of business. And honestly, it almost feels, this is just me, like they're it's not personal taunting me. It's like they just must really enjoy behaving like this. Or why in the world would they do this? And how could they get on the listed preferred providers list of USAA? How in the heck did that happen? There's no military person who is going to prefer this business, because military-minded people, oh, hell no. So see, my mind goes and goes and goes. It is very difficult, especially when someone is in your house, in your home, that you have to deal with, whether it's a kid, a family member, workers. It's just, sometimes the only, I'm gonna go outside because I don't want to hear all this movement in the house. I'm good. I'm out. Yeah, I've been drawing the line in the sand in a few things in my life recently, and I'm not happy about it yet. I will be happier one of these days about some of the decisions I've made to disconnect from some people. I'm not having a problem with it. I'm just not with the decisions I've made. I'm just having a little bit of problem processing because it's not what I like to do. Okay, we'll talk more. Don't let secrets, shame, embarrassment about where you're at in life keep you from growing in the way that you need to grow. I'm working on my shit. If I can do it, you can do it. Hopefully you don't have no shit. All right. Mwah. Love you. Bye for now.